Today we're going to be exploring what a student with fetal alcohol syndrome looks like in the classroom. To reach this question, we will meet a range of learning outcomes, including learning about fetal alcohol syndrome, implementing appropriate pedagogy to meet learning needs, looking at how we make adjustments in the classroom, and exploring a range of external agencies that can be utilised for support.
Meet Elsie. She is a Year 10 student at Eleanor State High School on the Gold Coast. She loves surfing and competes in local tournaments. She lives with her family and has a core group of friends at school. Elsie doesn't like school and has been suspended 3 times. Teachers find her difficult and often aggressive. Unfortunately, Elsie was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, which affects her learning and behaviour.
Fetal alcohol syndrome, or FAS, occurs when a pregnant woman consumes alcohol and it enters the baby's bloodstream. It can affect a person's appearance, growth, and neurodevelopment, which can impact memory, behavior, and social skills. It is important to remember that people with FAS will experience different challenges, but they will also present a range of strengths.
This video helps point out some of the strengths, challenges, and how to tackle them.
There are a range of ways that FAS can affect learning that the picture on the right points out. Specifically for Elsie, she struggles with concentration, memory, problem solving, and changes in routine. These are all areas that she will need extra help with in the classroom, and adjustments will help to be made to ensure the classroom is inclusive of Elsie's learning needs.
We can make adjustments for Elsie in 3 key areas: process, product, and environment. The process can be adjusted to make learning meaningful, to make use of different learning strategies such as multiple intelligences, the 6 thinking hats, and Bloom's taxonomy, or by using collaborative learning strategies such as Jigsaw. Product can be adjusted by providing choice in presentation, negotiating assessments with Elsie, breaking down assessment tasks to smaller steps, or including a self-reflection. And lastly, the environment can be adjusted to ensure a positive learning environment by setting clear classroom expectations and displaying them, arranging flexible groupings, and seating Elsie away from distractions. In groups, discuss how you could make adjustments for Elsie in your key learning area.
A sample assessment we have chosen is a persuasive speech in Year 10 English. We chose this as it is recommended by the FASD Hub Australia that a visual and auditory assessment is more likely to help someone affected by FAS. Normally in Year 10 English, the persuasive assessment is on a famous play by William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. Pose with a question on relationships or individual characters and their motives throughout the play. However, due to Elsie's difficulties to communicate, working with another play with less complicated language is the way to go. Knowing that Elsie loves to surf, and the play that we chose for her is Lockie Leonard, an Australian play about a young surfer. Some ways we can differentiate when leading up to the task is to allow for more rehearsal time for Elsie to present, or present during a lunchtime where she can feel more comfortable. By breaking the task into smaller, more achievable steps is also recommended by the FAS Hub.
Student wellbeing can be enhanced through teaching towards social and emotional learning. It can be implemented in all learning areas and aligns with the personal and social capability outlined by ACARA. CEL teaches students self-awareness and management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. It can be taught through role modeling, cooperative learning, team building, conflict resolution, or buddy programs across different year levels.
FAS is an invisible disorder which causes communication problems which can lead to frustration and, in Elsie's case, violent outbursts. Tackling this as a teacher will have its challenges, but with the help of the government organisations such as No FASD, which provides resources for educators and parents with children who have FAS, apologies, we can be more prepared. Some of the online resources offered by No FASD includes a list of behaviours to keep a lookout for, as well as ways in which to avoid outbursts of frustration. No AFSD also runs workshops, either online or in person, for educators and parents at request, to help manage, teach, and bring awareness to FASD. The Australian Government has also implemented the National Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder Strategic Action Plan from 2018 to 2028. The aim of this plan is to improve prevention, diagnosis, support, and management of FASD in Australia. The support and management part of this plan is the call for use to use behavioural and social interventions, which have been proven to improve the quality of life for the adolescents affected by FAS. This is a technique which teachers could utilise for students such as Elsie. This plan allows clear communication and building blocks on which to improve the lives of students affected.
We learned the key characteristics of FAS and some of the challenges that come along with having a student with FAS in the classroom. We learned that we may need to make adjustments and try a range of adjustments before we find one that suits, as every student that you encounter will have different personalities and a different set of learning needs.
Before we wrap up today, we are going to do a Think, Pair, Share activity for something you have learnt today that you have found interesting. Are there any final questions?